welcome you all to this and healthcare cooperation between India, New Zealand, UK. The offline AI group on the PI 2014 is due to the policy initiatives suggested by us at the central and state government levels. Also, we help the industries and states and the central government of India on ease of doing business, and one particular state has jumped 15th position from 3rd position. I mean, this is all due to FII help to that state. At this moment, we are present in 15 states of India, 20 countries of the world, and our newsletter is touching 145 countries of the world. As you are aware that today we are passing through a very difficult time. COVID-19 crisis is common for all of us, though several nations have different degrees of damages. More than 160 countries in the world are affected. No one can say that we are safe, but the damage is more or less dependent on the nation's response to the crisis. In India, we are lucky to have a very proactive government. India is rising to this crisis situation very actively, and we are glad that our skilled and trained people have made a difference to this situation. When it all started, we had quarantine facilities for just 5,000 people, and by the end of second week, you'll be surprised that we had quarantine and isolation facilities for 105,000 people. That is tremendous achievement for a nation which is poor in resources. India used to be a net importer of medicines and PPE kits, but now, due to the call of the Prime Minister, we are now exporting coronavirus drugs, medicines to more than 50 countries of the world. And to many of the countries, it is going free of cost. We are producing more than 2 lakh PPE kits today, which is good for our nation, good for meeting our demands. This situation, I think, may take 3 to 4 months to subside. So what next? It poses an altogether new challenge before the global community as what to do next, what should be our plan. It is good that amongst us we are having thread of, between the 3 nations we have the thread of this Commonwealth, and also the thread of prosperous Indian diaspora in UK, New Zealand. Of course, India is a binding force between the nations. We can club the unique features of each country. Like in UK, the other day we were talking, it has got very good emergency healthcare medical system. And New Zealand team we had, they were telling us it excels in water management and dairy industry apart from other things. And fortunately, India is a formidable power in the field of research and medical supplies now. So can we not think of together putting up a research facility to combat future virus threats that may come to the line, that may come into our lives later? You must have seen in the past, G20 nations is putting up a united response. Can we think of putting up a common research facility for taking steps to contain the germ warfare? We should work unitedly on, I would use this global biological warfare combat technology. On this technology, we should work unitedly. India can perhaps take a lead to form an international consortium consisting of few nations, and New Zealand and UK can be included as prominent members of that consortium. And we should all pull up a funding of $10 billion to start with. And with this kind of funding and research, we should see a lot of production and research opportunities coming down for our entrepreneurs in all our nations. And with this, we should be able to overcome the threats. One positive thing today, that galaxy of speakers we have today, The Indian members of parliament, they are the brightest that we have in India today. And our sons and daughters of India who are sitting in the distant countries and working proudly to keep the Indian tricolor flag flying high. I must salute to all of you. And FII is today is having a proud privilege to host this event, to bring all the celebrities on the dais together. These are the people who are independently capable of bringing legislations, modifications in foreign affairs, policies of these nations. And I am sure with the deliberations that we are going to have today, it will not only result in increased business volumes, but the three nations can also bring in bright new sphere of economic activities for all of us to take part. You never know what will happen in future. When the next election comes in our nations, you might find a prime minister in London, that too of Indian origin. And you never know, a couple of ministers in the cabinet of New Zealand, that too from Indian origin. So I wish you all the very best, and let us pray for the best of things to come. The past has been pretty tough for all of us in all the countries, and thank you very much for joining us today, and wish you a very healthy deliberations today.